let's take a look at the Doppler and show you what's happening out there. For the most part, most of the valley is dry right now. However, we do have some showers moving into the Sun City West area, Surprise area, into parts of northeast or northwest Glendale and Peoria. So we still have the showers moving in from that direction. Then also down to the south, if you're over the Estrellas, we've got some light rainfall there as well. For the most part, what we're seeing is light rainfall with a couple of little patches of some more moderate rainfall. Now, in between Casa Grande and Gila Bend here along I-8, it's going to get a little bit wet there, and we're also seeing some lightning strikes. So that shows us not only are we seeing some showers, but we're also seeing some thunderstorms. So the roads right there on I-8 are definitely going to get slick with some of that heavier rainfall. Now, snow, we've seen the snow levels come down to 3,000 feet across the state, and we're seeing that here in the mountain peaks just to the west of Black Canyon City there, and also north of the Wickenburg area. Wickenburg, you're also seeing some rainfall come into your region. And then we've got snow like you saw there in Trisha's live shot in the Flagstaff area, but I-17 is also very slick down through the Sedona area where we're seeing that snow come down as well. And then now out to the eastern portion of the state where snow is falling from Show Low up to Snowflake, so no doubt roads are slick there. And then southeast Arizona, not to be left out of this situation. We've got rain from the Tucson area down towards 3 points, and then of course the higher terrain there, seeing that snow come down. We have quite a bit of advisories and warnings to tell you about. I'll break these down here. In the purple, we have a winter storm warning. That's until 8 o'clock for the high country, so we could still see some heavy snow throughout the rest of this evening. We have a winter weather advisory that actually includes parts of eastern Maricopa County. Those snow levels coming down to 3,000 feet. Not a lot of accumulation, but we could still see maybe an inch or two through the evening. And then we have a freeze warning. This is for the Casa Grande area Tuesday and Wednesday. So because of this cold air, temperatures are going to be dropping down below freezing in some areas. Quick look at some of the snowfall totals so far. 22 inches just south of the Williams area. Flagstaff at 13 so far, with a couple more inches expected. Payson at 9, Winslow at 7, and Prescott have picked up anywhere from 3 to 6 inches. Here in the valley, we've seen some measurable rainfall. Not a ton, though. Fountain Hills about 0.31, about 1/4 of an inch there in Scottsdale. But our temperatures right now only in the 50s. We're going to warm up a lot more this week. I'll have that forecast coming up a little bit later on. Back to you.
You need to know this: the state board has to approve any changes like this before it actually happens.
So as a parent, what are your thoughts?
2 thumbs up. I mean, you figure students in India, are in school 220 to 230 days a year. Students in China are in school from 8 a.m. until 5 p.m. We're getting dominated by other countries out there. So I say boost teacher pay, get the best teachers in the classroom, and keep the students in there longer. Those would be my priorities, at least. You know what? Folks are weighing in on Facebook as well. Go to our EVB Live Facebook page and join the conversation.
Coming up next on EVB Live, if you're a woman and you want to make more money, we'll tell you where maybe you want
to meteorologist Caribe Devine. Hey, Caribe.
Hi, Scott. Well, we still have some rainfall moving into the valley. Right now, it happens to be the northwest valley, and now pushing into the central valley that's seeing this rainfall. But you can see the green here moving through Sun City West, the Surprise area, now into Glendale. There you can see a 60 there. This is I-17 getting a little bit of rainfall, and it looks light for now, but we did see a real quick pocket there of yellow, which shows you a little bit of more moderate rainfall. So just be careful if you're in that area. Roads a little bit slick. Now down to the south, we've got a little bit of rain still happening along I-8 there between Gila Bend and Casa Grande. Going up to the high country, still seeing snow come down over the White Mountains from Taylor down into the Show Low area, and then also around Flagstaff and just south of there. Now, if you are driving from Phoenix to Tucson this afternoon, just be mindful of the fact that the weather is there too. So you're going to run into some rainfall along I-10 stretching down towards Tucson, and then even beyond Tucson, and then some of those higher mountain areas are also getting some snowfall as well. So when will this system move out? Let's put it into Futurecast and see just how much longer we're going to be dealing with this moisture, and not really too much longer. Once we get beyond this evening and into tonight, all of this is going to shift down to our southeast. This is 9 o'clock, so it's really just southeastern Arizona, the White Mountains that'll still have some lingering showers, and then overnight we see a good deal of clearing, and then as we head into Tuesday, things are pretty much back to normal. Winter storm warnings in effect along the Mogollon Rim till 8 o'clock. We do have winter weather advisories for eastern Maricopa County, so the snow level has dropped down to 3,000 feet. And then if you're in Casa Grande, it's going to get pretty chilly here over the next couple of mornings. Temperatures a little bit below that freezing. Tonight, 37 here in Phoenix. We'll see a chance for evening rain, and then we'll clear out overnight. And tomorrow we're looking at a high of only 60, so quite a bit below the normal, but we'll be back to our usual sunny conditions, and then we'll keep that sunshine around pretty much through the next 7 days, and we'll see a nice gradual warming trend. So is Groppel. I've got a couple of headlines and things to know about Groppel. First, it begins as a snowflake. That snowflake falls and encounters some super cold water droplets, and then they freeze and create this really thin layer of ice around the snowflake. So that keeps happening, and before you know it, it doesn't look like a snowflake anymore. It just looks like a really small pebble. But Tram and Scott, the way you know the difference between Groppel and hail, because people often confuse it for hail, is that Groppel is soft and hail is a lot harder and usually very dense. So that's how you know the difference between those two things.
Learn something new.
There you go.
Yeah,
Groppel.
nice.
All right, so you know this. One of our goals every day right here on EVB Live is to find stories that inspire you, stories where human spirit and will won't be denied.
Nearly 2 years after a skiing accident left a Colorado man paralyzed from the chest down, he is returning to the slopes once again. Todd Walker was there for the heartwarming moment.
Okay, so if you're hoping to catch a ride, Mars One will be accepting applications to sign up a little bit later on this year. You can check out their website. I did check out their website. It's mars-1.com.
Not for me, Scott. We decided to ask you, though, on our Facebook page, would you sign up for a one-way mission to Mars? And here's what Shane Denny said, not a one-way mission.
Right. And then he asked this, so will they eliminate someone, you know, if it's like Survivor, did they eliminate someone every week by kicking them out with no suit on? Instant death right there.
Exactly. Yikes. Well, still ahead on EVB Live, looking for love in the 21st century. A lot of people are